Hey guys, here I am to do a public service announcement about Byteball for you guys. Byteball is one of the most amazing things to ever happen to Bitcoin holders. It is an alt currency, altcoin, that if you hold Bitcoin, you will receive free Byteball. Now you might ask yourself, and this has happened a few times before. Now you can't get past amounts that you were due. You have to link your Bitcoin, and we will go over that in this video. But Byteball is a fantastic currency, and it's a fantastic thing they've done for the Bitcoin community, where they have done free initial distributions, which they're able to do because unlike other cryptocurrencies, it isn't actually mined. It has a whole different type of white paper. So to go over a little bit of the history of Byteball, it started off back when I got in a little bit late. When I started doing free distros, it was probably around this 200, 100 range. And despite the fact they have given out tons free, it has increased since then 4 or 5-fold in price. One of the main reasons, not one of the main reasons, but a good reason why it increases is because beyond the initial distribution, which we are going to scroll down to here, fair initial distribution, zoom in on that, beyond just giving to Bitcoin holders, if you're also holding your Byteball, like say you don't sell it off after they give you free amounts, in future distributions you also get 20% interest on what you're already holding. So this right here says, fair initial distribution, 98% of all bytes and black bytes will be distributed to current Bitcoin holders who bother, that's the key word, who bother to prove their Bitcoin balances during at least one of distribution rounds. No investment is required, which is why I'm making this video, because I feel it's very important for the public to know this. You need to just link your Bitcoin and Byteball addresses by making a small Bitcoin payment. Yes, it's very small. Do not worry. It's not a scam. Or if you think, oh, well, that's not scammy, you can be like, you can also sign a message with your Bitcoin address. And then it says, then the number of bytes and black bytes you receive in each round will be proportional to the balance of your Bitcoin address in the snapshot block of that round. It says in the first round, over 70,000 Bitcoins was linked, and we distributed 10% of all bytes and black bytes according to linked Bitcoin balances in the first Bitcoin block, timestamped December 25th. So let's see, December 25th was the first one. Boop, boop, boop. So right about here, if you got in way early at $15, you would be making tons of money. This was for free, right? For free. And there's been multiples. So each time you get more and more and more, and interest on what you're holding. It's insane. We all missed the gravy train, but that doesn't mean you have to continue to miss the gravy train. And then it says in the second round, 6 rounds, we distributed another 15.5%, and over 450,000 Bitcoin was linked. In the 7th round, which is the one coming up, which is scheduled on the full moon, so it's important to notice that they're using UTC time, not like Eastern or anything like that. On July 9th, 2017, so only a few days, they'll distribute 62.5 megabytes for each 1 Bitcoin of linked balance in 0.2, this is where the interest is, new byte for each 1 byte you already hold. So if you hold a byte, you get 0.2 more, 20%. To participate, install the wallet and chat with the transition bot, which is what we will do shortly. Track link in progress at transition.byteball.org. So, this is an important thing to see right here. 62.5 megabytes. The currency of Byteball is done similar to how you would rate computer storage. There's gigabytes and megabytes and all that kind of stuff. If you look at this price, it is based off of 1 gigabyte. So right here it says G byte. So 62.5 megabytes is 0.0625 of 1 gigabyte or of this currency here. So we can see it's trading right now at 917. So if we go to 917.78, multiply that by 0.0625, because we're getting 62.5 megabytes, we will see that if you go through the effort And this is real, folks. If you go through the effort, $57.36 worth of Byteball per Bitcoin you have linked. Now, if you have 0.1 Bitcoin, you still already get $5.73. It is proportional. So this is why I feel it's so damn important to get this info out to you guys. So let's go on. So like what we will do here, I already have it all set up. I've done this in past distributions, but I'll just go over it real quickly. So we'll just go up, start at the top. This is byteball.org. Byteball.org. You just want to click on Get Byteball, download the wallet. Once the wallet is downloaded, and this is some great info on what Byteball is and why you might want to be on this, that we're skipping through. All the way down, fair initial distribution. Once it's downloaded, you will have in your wallet a transition bot to chat with. So we'll click talk with the transition bot. You see here, open Byteball. We'll say open Byteball. So here comes the wallet opening up right into the chat bot. We'll hit later on upgrading. So what it says is, hello again, your current linked Bitcoin addresses, which I've linked to in the past, are blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Please make sure that blah, 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 blah are actually your addresses and that all your Bitcoin are there. And there's also a thing called black bytes as well. You get a little bit more than $57. You get some black bytes, which are currency that is completely anonymous. I don't know the current price of it. Now, the shitty thing that says my balances are 0 Bitcoins. One important note, like I didn't sign, I sent a small amount. But when you send a small amount, and this is where some people get lost and they lose their value from an address, your wallet generally moves all your Bitcoin to a new address. So often you have to do 2 transactions and actually send it back to the address, which I'm going to do very, very shortly. So I can get my free distribution. Now, but let's say, okay, so say I'm no longer using those addresses and I want a new one. I would just click right here. I would hit insert my address. It'll say, all right, so it starts up here. So I enter my address. It says, you got it. Your Byteball address is blah, blah, blah. Now, please pay. So this is the part. If you want to link by paying a little bit, 0.001089 Bitcoins, which is about $2.60 to that address. You can link it that way. One thing it also says here is that you can't use an exchange. You can't use a wallet. You can't use Coinbase. You can't use Crack. You can't use any exchanges. So if you're on exchange, move it. Move it, guys. It's not hard to get like Mycelium or some other wallet like that. By paying, you will prove ownership of your Bitcoin address. And that is why you do it. But then it says, alternatively, you can prove ownership of your Bitcoin address by signing your Byteball address. As so, if your Bitcoin wallet has a sign message function, in this case, let me know your Bitcoin address first. Unfortunately, mine did not. So, what I'm going to do, I'm not actually going to do on this video because it will take a little bit of time to update it. But I'm going to move all my Bitcoin to one of these addresses. And then come the 9th, I will have received a free, per Bitcoin, $57, depending on price movement per Bitcoin. Now, you can just go, if you don't believe in this currency, you can just go sell it, right? You can go see, this page here is from CoinMarketCap. You can see, if we click on markets, that it's sold on Bittrex, which is a very, very, very popular exchange. If you do not like it, if you do not believe in it, you can go sell it here. Now, if you do like it, or you just want, like, okay, well, there's more. These are initial distributions. These are not forever distributions, I must say. But if you want in the future distributions to get interest on what you have, you can keep holding your Byteball, get that 20% interest, and hope that the trends of this graph going up continue. Now, one thing to note is after each distribution, like here's a distribution, here's a distribution, here's a distribution, here's a distribution. After each distribution, the price drops a little bit, and that is to be expected. And before a distribution, the price ramps up. This is due to the fact that before the distribution, everyone wants to get their 20% interest. And after the distribution, the people who got a lot of it free do sell off. So those fluctuations are normal. That does not change whether or not it is a potential good long-term investment, but it is something to consider. That maybe you just want to sell off right away before the dip and then buy back in when it dips. If you're quick, be a good way to go. Anyways, guys, this is going to wrap up this video. If you have any more questions, if I can help you at all, just leave, drop messages in the comments, and enjoy your free Byteball. Maybe I'll even throw up my Byteball dress if anyone wants to toss out some donations on those bites you guys get. I love Byteball. I would happily take some. Anyways, guys, have a good free distribution. Enjoy yourselves up there.